And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, Willie Castro. And ball one. That misses, and now 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
On a line, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And we're back. We go to the 8th. And the batter now, Willie Castro.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
Going to count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Outside low, and it's 2-2. Next offering is outside. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's Trevor Larnach. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. That one misses.
That's a ball.
Now 1-2. 1 out, bases empty.
1-2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Jair Camargo, the next twin up to hit. Up and in, and that's ball 1. And a foul ball. Next offering down in the dirt. 2 out, space is empty. That one missed. Outside, and that is ball 4. Here's Byron Buxton. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Swings through that.
1-1.
And that one pulled foul. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
It's 6 o'clock, I'm hopping out of the bed. Rain falling.
And next is the designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero. He's 0 for 1. Messina back to work. Just missed. And another ball.
2-0.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Huge strikeout there. Luis Rengifo, the next to hit, takes high for ball 1. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. And now 2-1.
2-1.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
2-2.
Next pitch is outside, and that's ball 3. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Line drive. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. No score here in the second.
No balls, 1 strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
If I slip, I slide, I don't trip, I glide when I dip, I dive when I dive deep in the middle of an ocean. You don't ever find me when it's poetry in motion. She don't ever mind me. If I slip, I slide, I don't trip, I glide when I dip, I dive.
Back inside Fenway Park, and now the DH, David Ortiz. First offering misses badly for ball 1. And that one is lifted in the air. That gets down for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Squirts away a little bit. To second, and he's out.
He's out.
And now the count is even.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That misses the zone, and it's 3-2.
Full count.
Ground ball right side. Chisholm. On to first, and Devers is set down. And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. That clips a corner. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. And a swing and a miss. Bottom of the inning, here's the left fielder, Jarren Duran. Breaking ball misses down and away. That one to first. Goldie takes it himself, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Casas stands in here, takes ball 1 low. And there's a strike.
So, Boog, you went to college in this town. What was it like for you being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway Park and see some games?
Yeah, in fact, 1990, a couple of college classmates and I, we were in college. We bought standing room tickets, and then the next night got a chance to see the Red Sox clinch the East against the White Sox in that sliding catch in the corner by Tom Brudansky. The Red Sox would end up losing to the Oakland A's in the playoffs, but that's one of the things that I'll think about in terms of memories from going to college and going to Fenway. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
2-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning.
Nolan Brooks went yard for the first. Brooks, the next to hit. On fire at the dish lately. Chance to extend that hitting streak to 10 games here.
Catch up. Drive him in right now.
In the air to the right. And now 2 down. Back to the top of the order here. Digging in for the Seawolves, TJ Hopkins. And he delivers. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Stepping to the plate for Akron, Nolan Brooks.
Here we go. No one better.
Fouled off down the right side. The 0-1. Swing and a high fly to left. 2 down. Runner at second, 1 away. Stepping in, Ben Malgeri. Out to short, Brooks. On to first, and there are 2 outs. Large Lad Burgers is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. This month, try their super spicy Serrano burger. If you can eat 3 in one sitting, they'll put your picture on the wall. And that's off the inside edge.
Ball, no.
This patient approach he's showing is part of why he's been so hot lately. He's forcing pitchers to come to areas where he can do damage. Hit hard on the ground to short. Over to first.
Out.
1 out as they get the leadoff hitter here in the 6th. On to the next inning, and now the shortstop, Nolan Brooks.
Ball.
That's to third, Soretti. Throws to first.
Out.
And that's 1 away. The leadoff hitter retired in the 8th. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th inning. Line drive. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away. Certainly a frustrating game at the plate.
We need each other. We have to have each other for our survival. From the rebel.
1 down. Now it's the shortstop, Nolan Brooks. Brooks goes 6 feet 3 inches, batting third today, and he's been hitting well lately, batting over 300 in his last 10 games. Oh, what a great play. Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and now it's going to be TJ Hopkins. Grounds this one up the middle. Brooks. Throws, gets the out, 1 away. Coming up to the dish for Akron, Nolan Brooks. First time up, grounded to third.
No, that's outside.
Grounder to third, Soretti. There with plenty of time, inning over. No runs. Welcome back. The Seawolves at the dish in the bottom of the 4th. Out to short. Gets it to first.
Out.
Leadoff batter retired in the 4th. 2 outs, bases empty.
That's a ball.
And there's a hit. Runner at first, and now the first baseman, Ralphie Velasquez. Here's the 3-0 and ball four. 2 aboard. 4-pitch walk there. Good discipline by the batter of making him come into the strike zone. Next up for the Rubber Ducks, Joe Lampe. And the righty fires. This one's in the dirt, but the runners do not advance. Move to second, out. They got the runner, and that will end the inning. 1 away and a runner at first. How you Lee digs in now. The 2-2. On the ground to first, could be 2. To second for 1. Return throw to first, out. Double play, and that'll do. Brooks now at the plate, 1 for 3. Should be extra bases. Coming around third. Scores easily. Comes through with the RBI. On that one, he got good early pitch recognition and flashed the bat through the zone. That let him catch the ball out front and rip it into the gap for a double. Now a flare off the bat. Reaching down and makes the grab. So 5 runs. 2 outs and a runner at first. And here is How You Lee. Rips this one to short. Play made, that ends the inning. Starting to run out. Brooks getting ready to hit. Dunks one into left. Lead runner holds up there at first and second with nobody out. Now at the dish, Ralphie Velasquez. Payoff pitch. Line drive, that's a base hit. Runner around third. Here comes the throw. Not in time, runner safe, and a run comes in to score. The tag, out. Brooks played pretty well in this win. 3 hits in this one, always respectable. Not the greatest game. Brooks will hit next. A lot of clutch hitting recently. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
Inside.
Brooks goes 6 feet 3 inches, just 21 years old, and he's knocked in double-digit runs in his last 10 games. Next offering is down low. This is part of why he's been on such a tear lately. He's doing a good job working the count, giving himself an edge. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, base hit. That keeps the inning going. Beautiful example right there of an up-the-middle approach paying off. If you're in the minors and you show that kind of swing consistently, you'll probably move up the ladder soon enough. In the air to left. And it falls! They stop the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2 outs. Not many hitters can make that kind of contact on balls in that location. High pitch on a 2-strike count, and he did well to put the barrel on it.
Hey, your turn now. No one's better. Runner, runner, runner.
In the dirt, runner hits for third. Throw to third, out. And that'll end the inning. At the plate, Kevin McGonigal. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. On the ground to short, could be 2. There's 1. Over to first, safe. Full house on the bases with 1 away. Brooks, 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one fouled off. Here comes the pitch. Smoke to shortstop, but caught. To second with the throw, and no chance. 1 out and 2 on. Stepping to the plate for Akron, Nolan Brooks.
Here we go right here. No one better. No one better.
Late swing, fouled off. We're in the top of the 5th inning. 1 run in the inning so far.
Ball.
One ball, 1 strike. Right through there for a strike. This pitch misses. It's 2-2. 1 out, runners at first and second. Liner snagged at first. Takes it to the bag, but safe. Runners back in time. Didn't get the hit, but that swing tells you how well he's seeing the ball. Great contact, solid line drive. Just didn't work out that time. In the air to center, Clark drifting towards this one. That ends the inning and limits the damage. 1 down. Danny Soretti digs in now. 2-2. Out to short. Over to pick it up. Tosses to first, and there's 2 away. On that pitch, he didn't recognize the changeup early enough and just rolled over on it as a result. Coming up to the dish for Akron, Nolan Brooks. Grounder to the left side. Soretti. The throw to first. Out with room to spare, and from sunken courtyards to flying buttresses, AC Hines Architecture can help with all your building needs. Use promo code HOLLY for 10% off your first project with them. Not in time, an infield knock to start the inning. That's doing the job right there. Whenever you lead off an inning, you're focused on getting on base and setting up your teammates to drive you in. This is a game to flush. Digging in for the Rubber Ducks, Nolan Brooks.
Hey, get your pitch. No one better up there.
Skies it out towards left center. Racing over to make the catch. Had to cover a lot of ground there, and that's why you take those extra reps during batting practice, getting reads on the ball as it comes off the bat. Even a quarter second's hesitation can cost you in the game. Rolled to short, could be 2. Tosses to first, 2 away. That inside fastball was so well placed, and the late life earned the weak contact for the ground out. First and second, 1 away. Next up for the Rubber Ducks, Nolan Brooks. Ripped, but it curls foul. The 0-1 offering. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A frozen rope. 2 away. So 2 down. Stepping to the plate for Akron, Nolan Brooks.
Ball.
We're in the top of the 5th inning. 2 down and nobody aboard. High in the air, out to right. And that's that. Coming up to the dish for Akron, Nolan Brooks. Fly ball to right. And there's 2 down. And now at the plate, the center fielder, number 51. I think he may find a way to get some extra cage time. So 2 down. Nolan Brooks, the next to hit.
Ball.
Brooks goes 6 feet 3 inches, 230 pounds, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2024. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Tosses to first.
He's
Out with room to spare. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Leading off, Max Clark. On the ground to short, Brooks. And plenty of time to first. Today's action is brought to you by Dr. Guy N. Emer. If your humors are out of balance, he's the one to call. Ask about specials on leeches and tree panning. Look at the stop here. Throw to first, and they get the out. Man at second, one away. Justice Bigby getting ready to hit. 1-2 now. Tapped softly on the ground. Brooks. On the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Brooks now at the plate. Line drive. Pulls it in, 2 away. One of those plays that just goes to show that not everything is within your control on the baseball field. Batter did everything right and still didn't get the hit. Sometimes that's how it goes. On the ground, out to short. Sends it to first. Leadoff batter set down to open the 7th. Man on at first. Next up for the Rubber Ducks, Nolan Brooks.
No, inside.
Hammered down the line for a base hit. Around second on his way to third. Headed for the plate. Relay, throw home. Safe. It's 5-1. Nice job to drive in the run. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock. Now a pivotal at bat in this ball game. Puts a bunt down. Tags the runner for 1. He was a difference maker for them in this one. They took the loss. So 2 down, and the batter will be the shortstop, Nolan Brooks. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Brooks goes 6 feet 3 inches, just 21 years old, and he's been hitting well lately, batting over 300 in his last 10 games. There in plenty of time ends the inning. End of a half inning of play. So up next, Chris Myers. Grounds this one to short. Brooks. That is the inning. Ruin inning. 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. Brooks, 0 for 1 so far. This one is labeled. And it stays fair. In comes the run from second. It's 2-0. Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the 2-bagger. Good rip down the line there. As soon as it fell in fair territory, it was pretty much guaranteed extra bases. To the right side. Lee whips it to first.
He's out.
And with the inning over, that'll keep more runs. 1 gone and a runner on at first. Next to hit, Nolan Brooks. 1 for 2.
Drive him in for us.
Ball. 1-0.
That one is absolutely pummeled.
Oh, get out of here. Get out of here.
Does it have the distance? And it's gone. A shot to the opposite field. A 2-run shot. And they add to their lead. It's 5-zip. Always helps to pad the lead, and they did exactly that. What a swing he put on that one, sending it over the wall in the opposite field gap. It takes a lot of power to hit it out in that territory. If he can repeat that swing, look out. Runner at second here with 2 gone. Digging in for the Rubber Ducks, Nolan Brooks. Such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Keeps the heart rate low, maintains focus, and doesn't shift approach in run-scoring opportunities. What an asset in the lineup. That one was right down the middle. I have to think he took it because he's trying to get a better read on this arm. Runner at second with 2 down. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. That's back. Brings it in for the out. With attractive interest rates and friendly staff, Mid-South Electronic Credit Union is the bank you can trust. Ask for Spencer. Gloves it. Slings to first. And to get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. 2 away and a runner at first. Stepping to the plate for Akron, Nolan Brooks. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that'll do it. Opposing pitchers will want to take note of how he performed in this one. If he Nolan Brooks with a blend of raw talent. So 2 down. Nolan Brooks, the next to hit. Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. More than an RBI per game over the last 10. Whoa. Brooks goes 6 feet 3 inches, just 21 years old, and he's knocked in double-digit runs in his last 10 games. This one lifted to center field. And that is out number 3. One out with a runner at second. This one's hammered to left center. Well struck. One hops off the wall. Might be trouble here. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. That was as textbook a double as you'll see. Flicked that one into the gap, turned the corner, and hustled in for the extra base knock. Makes the catch for the second out. 2 out and a runner in scoring position. Next up for the Rubber Ducks, Joe Lampe. 1-0 pitch.
Clutch up for us now.
2 balls, no strikes.
Rolls away a little bit. That one misses. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Now it's the right fielder, Jonathan Rodriguez. 0-1, here's the pitch. Swing lifted to left field. That's pretty far back. They limit the damage here. Back to the top of the order here. Digging in for the Flying Squirrels, Nate Furman. Runner at first, 1 away. Grounder might be 2. Quick feed to second for 1. Return throw to first. Out. Double play, and that'll do it. Brooks will hit next. Picked up an RBI the last time up. Still their only run of the game so far. Breaking ball in there for a strike. That's a great approach with the bases loaded. He did well to get a strike and get ahead in the count. So the base is all loaded up now. Out towards left center. Pretty deep. As they escape the bases loaded jam. Stepping to the plate next for Richmond, Nate Furman. And that's ripped to left. Fair ball. Into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run. Not many hitters can make that kind of contact on balls in that location. High pitch on a 2-strike count, and he did well to put the barrel on it. Coming up to the dish for Akron, Nolan Brooks. 1 for 3. Dunks one into left. The tying run is aboard. Well, shows what I know right there. I keep preaching the up-the-middle approach, but it worked out to the pull side that time. Really hard contact, and you can get a lot of hits just by hitting the ball hard. Line drive. Dunks one into left. And 2 on now as they try to rally here. Been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. Good fundamental hitting on the pitch away. Step through it and poke it to the opposite field. He showed a nice approach there. And now another base hit could even this one.
1-1.
And that one gets away at the plate. No action on the bases though. Grounded to third, could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. Double play, boy, they cannot seem. He was a difference maker for them in this one. They took the loss, but he did. So 2 down, and now the shortstop, Nolan Brooks, drove in their only run in last night's game. Brooks goes 6 feet 3 inches, just 21 years old, and he's been on a great run at the plate, hitting better than .325 in his last 10 games. Sabalis. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. First frame. Man at second here with 2 away. Next to bat for the Flying Squirrels, Jonah Cox. Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. Brooks. Fires over to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the end. And the batter will be the shortstop, Nolan Brooks. 1 run batted in yesterday, and that was their only run of the game.
Nope. Ball 1.
And there's a fly ball deep to right. Does it have the distance? Out of here. Made them pay for that one. A 2-run blast. And they add on. It's 3-0. Terrific job to recognize breaking ball, keep the weight back, and then unleash on it to lift it out the other way. Runner at first. At the plate, Christian Koss. Out to short. Brooks. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And that is going to bring the tying run to the plate. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Nolan Brooks. Already a homer for him in this one. And a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Fly ball, right field. It's pretty deep. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. The Rubber Ducks, ahead by 5. On the ground to the left. Can't come up with it. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this one. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Nolan Brooks. Strong start to the season, putting up some impressive slugging numbers so far.
Ball.
Hard ground ball, that's a base hit. Off to a good start with the leadoff knock. I know I was preaching an up-the-middle approach, but that ball was hit right on the screws, and that leads to a lot of base knocks, no matter which direction you send it. Here's a blooper to left. And that'll get down for a hit. Lead runner holds up there at first and second with nobody out. Soft contact off the bat, but it counts just the same as a laser into the gap. Not the loudest contact, but he dunked it down the opposite way for a hit all the same. Must have opened the door for someone or helped them with their groceries, because that base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs. That's 3 hits in a row. They're really cooking now. With the bases full, they've got a shot at breaking this thing wide open. Here's the 1-2 offering.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the dirt. Wow, that is a great job behind the dish there.
Hey, right guy. No one's better up there, kid.
Here it comes. Skies it to right field. Brown. There to make the catch. Both runners tagging from second and third. He's in to score on the sac fly. And they're up by 4. That's nice execution in that spot. Just adding on to their lead here in the late innings. Good fundamental hitting. Next to hit, Nolan Brooks. Homered last night. Added another hit as well. And this one lifted to left. Puts it away for the out. Runner at second with nobody out. Grounds this one to short. Tosses to first. There's one down. This broadcast is sponsored by Hack and Slash Landscaping. cutting your lawn down to size for more than 30 years. And
that's
foul ball.
That's foul.
The 0-1 offering. Line drive, that's a base hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. Ralphie Velasquez now at the plate.
Now, keep it going.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ralphie.
The 3-0 pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard. So up next, Joe Lampe.
Hey, we need you right now. Here we go. Come on.
Fly ball to right. Brown. And there's one away. Just missed that one a bit. A half-inch closer to the sweet spot, and it might have gotten down for a hit. One out and runners at first and second. Jonathan Rodriguez getting ready to hit. And that'll load the bases. 4-pitch walk, the last one not really close. Let's see if he can get back in the zone here. And here at the plate, Alex Mooney.
3 balls. 2
This
strikes.
one's in the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there.
Hey, drive him in for us. We need you. Here we go.
Up the middle. Base hit. 1 run is in. Now a long throw home, but it's offline. The run will score. Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Great job of hitting to not get tied up or jammed on the inside pitch. He showed a compact, efficient swing that got the barrel to the ball and shot it back up the middle for the hit. Look at the stop here. Jumps and throws. Nicely done for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ralphie.
Base is empty with 2 out. Digging in for the Rubber Ducks, Nolan Brooks. Grounder left side. On to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. This wasn't his best game ever, but he definitely helped them in the win. Nice job. The second baseman digs in now. Furman takes his lead at first, nobody out. Ground ball to second. Boots it. Stepping to the plate for Akron, Nolan Brooks. Doing a good job lately to avoid swings and misses, working on a 5-game hitting
That's
streak.
the ball.
Bertrand, 27 years old, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2022.
Ball.
When he's on the mound, hitters need to be prepared for that ball to dive on him. He's got a good sinker and changeup and relies on both of them. Swing, high fly ball to center field. It's pretty far back. Handles this one no problem, and that'll end the inning. 1 out, runners at first and second.
Ball. 1-0.
Hard liner. And a base hit right there. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Scores easily.
On the tag.
Now the tag at second, and he's out trying to stretch it into a double. 2 outs, base is empty. Brooks, 1 for 2. Swing and a high fly to left. This one pretty far back. Makes the catch, inning over. This broadcast is sponsored by NARF, helping small businesses do big things through science. Grounder up the middle, Brooks. The throw to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. We're back here at the ballpark, all set for the bottom of the 8th. And now the shortstop, Nolan Brooks. It's all well and good to be patient and drive up the pitch count, but when you get a first pitch fastball like that, in this big a spot, gotta unload.
Ball one. One ball, one strike.
And he swings and lofts one to deep center. Back there. And it's gone! Home run! That should fire up the dugout. A solo blast. And they lead it. It's now 2-1. That was a big-time blast in a big-time spot. Great swing, loud contact, and a predictable result when you look at the exit velocity and launch angle. That homer was wrecked. He was a difference maker for them in this one. Nice effort to contribute to the win. So 2 down, and the batter will be the shortstop, Nolan Brooks. Homered last night, added another hit as well, just off the outside edge. Brooks goes 6 feet 3 inches, just 21 years old, and he's been hitting well lately, batting over 300 in his last 10 games. This patient approach he's showing is part of why he's been so hot lately. He's forcing pitchers to come to areas where he can do damage. And that's outside. And that's ball 3. Foul ball there. 2 outs, bases empty. Lined, and that's a base hit. Gets on base and keeps it going. And next, the cleanup hitter, Ralphie Velasquez. Struck the batter out without a swing. Called strike 3 on a fast. Brooks, the next to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Good job to let the low one go there. Well, the rain's still a factor here, and the umpires may have their hand forced sooner than later. At a certain point, it becomes a question of player safety. On the ground to short, could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. That is a terrific double play. 1 down. Wade Meckler will hit next. On the ground, out to short. Now the throw to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. Brooks getting ready to hit. 1 for 2.
Hey, coach up right here.
Squares and gets it down the left side. There's 1.
He's out.
Out. The double play cuts down the potential. So 2 down. And now Logan Porter. Ground ball to short. Brooks. Play made. That ends the inning. So they make short. If your life feels bananas right now, find your inner peace with a visit to Bonobo Yoga. Yoga with the apes. Sorry, no gorillas are allowed on the premises. Brooks, 1 for 3. That one fouled off. Fly ball to right. Makes the grab. And he should be feeling good after getting that first batter in this high leverage spot. Now he can attack with even more confidence. Just a so-so.
My darling, I've been waiting for your company.
So 2 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Nolan Brooks. making a lot of contact recently, already with 8 hits in the series. And it finds its way through for a hit. And now the first baseman, Ralphie Velasquez. The 0-1.
1-1.
In the dirt, but blocked. One ball, one strike. Here's the pitch. To the right side. Morgan takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. Through an inning. From yard waste to roadkill, there's no mess that Blank's disposal service can't help you with. Call today to help clean up the mess in your life. Swing, ground ball out to short. Throw to first in time. 2 on and 2 out, scoreless ball game here. Now it's the shortstop, Nolan Brooks. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one fouled off. Still scoreless in the bottom half of the third. That one ripped for a base hit down the line. And that's into the corner. 1 run comes in, headed for the plate. He'll score 2. It looked for a second like he was a little out in front, but he did a great job to keep the hands back and swing through the ball. And he's rewarded with a couple of RBIs. Popped up. Morgan. That ends the inning and limits the damage. Back to the top of the order here. Here's the second baseman, number 39. On 0-1, the delivery. Hard ground ball, base hit. Runner around third. Comes across to score. It's an RBI single. We are tied at 2. So with 1 away, the bases are loaded. Coming up to the dish for Akron, Nolan Brooks. And that's outside. Ball 1. In this spot, he's probably hunting something up in the zone that he can drive, but he should be careful. If the ball gets up and in on the hands, he's more likely to just hit a weak pop-up. One pitch now. Oh, and this could be. Yes, it is. It'll sail out of here for a grand slam. What a swing. Well, that'll fire up the home crowd. Home run number 5 on the season. And they take the lead. It's 6-2. He's putting up great at-bats lately, showing a lot of confidence at the plate. And that home run, just another example. What a job he did to swing the momentum in this ball game. He recognized the opportunity with the bases loaded and didn't get too greedy. He just waited for a pitch he could handle and punished it to put his team in the lead. We're back here at the ballpark, and now the shortstop, Nolan Brooks. An impressive showing in a fierce rivalry matchup, and you have to think the manager is pleased with that. Ground ball to third base. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. The throw is late, and they don't get an out on the play. Man on at first, Ralphie Velasquez now at the plate. Now here's the 0-2. And he goes down on strikes. 1 away now in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the third baseman, Alex Mooney. Hard grounder into the outfield for a hit. Lead runner stops at second. And here's the catcher, Cooper Ingle. Runner edging away at second base. Swing lifts it to shallow left field. And it falls. Coming around third. Comes across to score. And it's an RBI single. And it's now a 6-run lead. And the batter will be the shortstop, Nolan Brooks. He's already homered in this ball game. Dives, but can't make the catch. They fire it in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. And here's the first baseman, Ralphie Velasquez. 1-2 now. Ground ball could be 2. There's 1. Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. Brooks made some big contributions for them in the win. Put together a 5-hit, 1-homer performance. Opposing pitchers will want to...
It was something in the air, yeah. He said it was something so appealing he couldn't fight the fear.
Nolan Brooks with 5 hits last time out. Simply. So 2 down. And now at the plate, Nolan Brooks. showing some real power recently. 3 home runs over the last 5 games.
Ball.
Sullivan, 24 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2021. Absolutely unloads on this one to left field. Forget it. A home run. Made them pay for that one. A solo blast. And they take the lead. It's 1-0. That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot that was entirely too hittable. A pitcher who doesn't have great velo on the fastball has to locate better than that. We're in the bottom of the first. The batter now, Sammy Ciani. And he's got really good wheels. One of those skills you really can't teach. Ground ball to short. Brooks. And he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there. An infield single. That's a great example of hustling and not taking the play for granted. Way to use the speed and earn the infield single. Line drive for a base hit. Runner on base to start the inning. Stepping to the plate for Akron, Ralphie Velasquez.
Hey, come on, big guy.
Quick check on the runner at first. Just back in. Oh, close play. One ball, one strike. Runner on the go. This one in for a strike. Throw to second, tag, and they get the out. It's chilly out there, and that can make it tougher on the hitters to consistently make good contact. Maybe he was trying to jumpstart their offense with a stolen base, but it just didn't work out that time. Brooks, now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. At a certain point, you have to commit to swing or take on a pitch. That slider clearly had him fooled. Great pitch. And that's a one-out single. So here's the cleanup hitter, Ralphie Velasquez. Here's the 0-1 pitch. In the dirt, runner going for second. Caught in a rundown now. And they tag the runner for the out. Nobody on and 2 outs. Digging in at the plate for the curve, Trace Gonzalez. On the ground to the left, Brooks. Play made, that ends the inning. 1 hit in the inning, a solo home run. Nolan Brooks getting ready to hit. Already a homer for him in this one.
Ball one. 1 ball, no strike.
Popped in the air, left field. And that will retire the side. 1 left on. And now, the center fielder, number 38. Out to short. Gloves it. There with plenty of time. Inning over. So they make extra innings set to start. Coming up to the dish for Akron, Nolan Brooks. And that one fouled off. All square at 4. Up the middle. Whips it to first. Here in the 10th, the leadoff hitter is out. Obviously, he was a big piece of their success in this ballgame. Great effort at the plate. Nolan Brooks, one of the most exciting talents in the game today, is set to go. He's swiftly becoming a must-watch player in this league. Brooks digs in now. 3 hits last night, a big factor in getting that win.
Hey, drive him in for us. We need you. Here you go, kid.
Ball.
Runner at first, 1 away. Line drive. Nice grab. One of those plays that just goes to show that not everything is within your control on the baseball field. Batter did everything right and still didn't get the hit. Sometimes that's how it goes. Swing, ground ball out to short. Not in time. He's safe. Hitting isn't always pretty, but you'll take an infield single the same as you'll take a laser into the gap. He showed good hustle there to earn the base hit. Runner at first. Now, Nolan Brooks. 0 for 1 so far. Pitch misses. And that's ball 1. If he's gonna try to steal second, I'd expect it early in the count. The deeper into an at-bat you get, the less you want to chance it. Base hit. They stop the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2 outs. Now a chance for Ralphie Velasquez.
Watch up, drive him in for us.
And he hits a ground ball to the right side. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. No runs. Digging in for the Rubber Ducks, Nolan Brooks. 1 on with nobody out. A double play would certainly change the inning's momentum. Line drive to left field. And there's 1 down. Now it's the shortstop, Nolan Brooks. 1 for 3. In the air, right field. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. This one is labeled. That one's back there. Snags it on the warning track. This broadcast is brought to you by Montresor Basement Design. Brick by brick, they'll help you secure what's important. Hard liner. And a base hit. In safely with a leadoff double, go-ahead runs in scoring position. Not many hitters can make that kind of contact on balls in that location. High pitch on a 2-strike count, and he did well to put the barrel on it. No complaints about getting a team win. Nolan Brooks, currently on a 10-game hitting streak. Can he keep it going today? Next up for the Rubber Ducks, Nolan Brooks. With runners at first and second and nobody out, the defense will need to be sharp here. And there's a hit coming to the plate. Runner scores and they take the lead. Throw cut off to second. The tag, and they cut him down, going for 2. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Nolan Brooks.
Now he doesn't want any part of you. Let's go.
Grounder left side, and that's a fair ball. Runner around third. Runner scores, and they have the lead. It's an RBI single. It's 2-1. Now up, Ralphie Velasquez. Nobody out and a runner at first.
Here we go. No one better.
Rolls away a little bit. Here it comes. Ripped into left center for a base knock. Makes the turn at second and heads for third. Headed for the plate. Scores easily. Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the 2-bagger. That ball was humming as it left the bat. Pretty clear early on in that play that he was looking at extra bases. Brooks, the leadoff batter, looks at ball 1. Fly ball out to right. Makes the grab, one away. At the plate, Nolan Brooks. Runner at first with nobody out. Outfielders will want to get the ball in quickly if it gets past the infield. Keep them from going first to third. Sharp grounder, and it gets through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. And next, the cleanup hitter, Ralphie Velasquez. The 0-1 offering. Next one's popped in the air into right, Gonzalez. There's one down. I'm sure he was looking to pull that one and put a really good swing on it, but that one was a little too far outside for that approach. First and second, one away. Coming up to the dish for Akron, Joe Lampe. Grounder to third, Pichardo. Off-balance speed, there's one. But safe at first, it's the fielder's choice. That inside fastball was so well placed, and the late life earned the weak contact for the groundout. Stepping to the plate for Akron, Nolan Brooks. That one in the air to center field. Brings it in for the out. One runner left stranded, but they maintain. Man on at first. Digging in for the Rubber Ducks, Nolan Brooks. And base hit. Lead runner turns at second. The throw to third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. Fly to left. They limit the damage here. Great game at the plate. Nolan Brooks comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game. Shades of Tony. So 2 down. And the batter will be the shortstop, Nolan Brooks, coming off a 4-hit effort in yesterday's game.
That's a ball.
Swings and rips it towards right center. Makes the grab on the run. Stepping in, Derek Hall. Rolled to short, could be 2. Feeds to second, out there. Safe at first. They won't get them both, and the runner comes in from third. 1 out and 2 on. Brooks now at the plate, 0 for 1. To third. Oh, great stop. Throw from the knees. Oh. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. So up next, Malcolm Nunez. Hit weakly on the ground. Brooks. Play made. That ends the inning. No runs. No hit. 2 outs. Runners at first and second. This one in the air to right. And that's the 3rd out. So digging in, Malcolm Nunez. On the ground to third. Can't come up with it. No trouble beating out the infield hit. Good hustle down the line. Great job on the 0-2 count. Clearly recognized the pitch early out of the hand and gave it a strong, balanced cut. And with the chance to push across the tying run with 2 outs, another big play up next. The right-handed reliever. Swing and a rocket. It's carrying. To the warning track, makes the catch. 2 left on base. They're down by 5. I think he may find a way to get some extra cage time after this one. Coming up to the dish for Akron, Nolan Brooks. First and second with nobody out, and you know this defense is hunting a double play. This one is labeled. And that one's off the wall. 1 runs in. Relay throw to second, and he's out. Now it's the shortstop, Nolan Brooks.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike.
Hey, keep going up there. Clutch up. You next.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Pitch misses inside. Ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Kicks and delivers. Oh, what a great play. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. Bases are empty with 2 away. The catcher will hit next. 2-1 now. Out to short. Brooks. There with plenty of time. Inning over. Not much going. Nolan Brooks getting ready to hit. 1 for 2.
Hey, keep it going. Clutch up for us.
This is a crucial chance for this offense. If they're going to get back into this, they need to capitalize in moments like this. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Pulls it down. Both runners tagging. He's in to score on the sac fly. It's 7-3. 2 outs and a runner at first. Next up for the Rubber Ducks, Nolan Brooks. Tapped softly on the ground, Nunez. Whips it to first in time. Is kudzu driving you crazy? Are creeping figs driving you to creeping madness? Are you stuck in the weeds? Then you need to call Hack and Slash Landscaping today. Out to short, collects it. Gets it to first. And that's 1 away. The leadoff hitter retired in the 8th. We're back here at the ballpark. All set to start the 9th inning in this one. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Nolan Brooks.
Oh. 1-0.
Off to a good start with the leadoff knock. Stepping to the plate for Akron, Ralphie Velasquez. Swing and a drive. This one's pretty deep, and it's gone. A 2-run blast. 2nd home run of the game. And we are all tied up. He delivered for his team in a big spot right there. Very clutch at bat. Now a rip into left center. And that's a base hit. As they hold the winning run at second base. Always nice to see a player at this level coming to the... Coming up to the dish for Akron, Nolan Brooks. Collected a couple of hits in yesterday's game. Just missed. Ground ball, left side, could be two. He's in there.
No, he's safe. Safe!
And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. Rolled over that one to the pull side. The defense couldn't make a play, but that swing was definitely out in front. Bounce to the right. And plenty of time to first. 2 on and 2 out, scoreless ball game here. And the next batter, Joe Lampe.
Hey, no one better. Need you right here, kid.
Griffin goes to third, in there, and now they've got runners at the corners with 2 outs. Tough way for them to fall. Next is the designated hitter, Jonathan Rodriguez. And they're all loaded up. So up next, Khalil Watson.
Hey, your turn now. No one better.
Now the 1-2 pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
This one's in the dirt. No advance on the bases. Good job behind the dish. And we're all even up. In the air, out towards right center. It's pretty far back. As they escape the bases-loaded jam. So 2 down. Coming up to the dish for Altoona, number 73. Out to short. And the inning is over. So they go quiet. For more than a century, Mutual Consolidated Cow Insurance has been protecting herds across the country. Find out what they can do for you today. Brooks reached on an infield single the first time. This patient approach he's showing is part of why he's been so hot lately. He's forcing pitchers to come to areas where he can do damage. Fly ball to right. Grabs it on the run. First and third, 1 away. Brooks, 1 for 2. That's a base hit. Run scores. Here's the throw. The tag out. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Ralphie Velasquez. Throw over to the bag. Dives back in safely. Popped up. And that'll do it. They pick up a run. We're back here at the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Joel Mendez. Grounder up the middle. Throws to first. Leadoff batter retired in the 6th. We're back here at the ballpark. And now the shortstop, Nolan Brooks. Flowers goes 6 feet 3 inches, 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. Ripped into the outfield. Base hit. Off to a good start with the leadoff knock. Really trusted his hands and let the ball travel on that pitch, and it allowed him to go the other way for the hit. Digging in for the Rubber Ducks, Ralphie Velasquez. Here comes the 1-1. Right through there for a strike. That's a hittable pitch, but not what he was looking for. Early in the count, it's okay to take that.
Hey, Big Mama needs you.
Ball
Here you
2. 2 and 2.
Set down looking. That is a frustrating call for a hitter. 1 gone, runner at first. Here's the left fielder, Joe Lampe. 1-2, here's the pitch. High fly ball to right field. And now 2 away. Just missed that one a bit. A half-inch closer to the sweet spot, and it might have gotten down for a hit. And now the DH, Jonathan Rodriguez. Here comes the 3-1. So now 2 on and 2 outs. 2 outs and runners at first and second. Next up for the Rubber Ducks, Khalil Watson.
Hey, no one better right here.
Flowers checks the runner. Out. Got the runner, and that ends the inning. 1 hit. Now the left fielder, Sami Siani. On the ground. What a stop. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. One out, bases are loaded. Nolan Brooks, the next to hit. This one absolutely clobbered. You can forget it. That's a grand slam. An absolutely titanic shot. It's 8-1. He'll be proud of the swing he put on that one. That's one for the personal highlight reel. It's always nice to see a team effort come together like this. They set the table for him, and he unloaded the bases with the grand slam. Always great to see a player as locked in as he was in this.
Yeah. I'm saying I just chill it. Real West Side, Compton. You already know what's up. Hey, yeah, pull up with a thing or two. Yeah, you know what I came to do. Slide down the avenue. Yeah, did what I had to do. Oh, infinite flavors. Yeah, pick your favorite. Yeah, keep it player. Think about running from there. Yeah, looking at the Lakers. Salam alaikum, walaikum salam. Why thank you? We really stick alive. I hate it. Bye hater. Bye hater. Bye Felicia. Not today. Not tomorrow either. Look though. Trying to kill bills for $1 meal, really will fit your whole attitude. Been rapping about the real since I lived. Imagine if I had the boo. I was only 9 years old when I found my soul. Cuz had me in the booth, fucking no first that ever rolled. Shorty keep the whole block posted. Everybody not the vocals. And social, I'm posted. I'm like riding. I can't cope, I don't know, could be inside. First line was about my shoulda. You just heard that he died on the last Friday. How about your feelings, how about the feelings? Come high off the ceiling, come. I want you to get. Come slide with me. I got a feeling, get it, like a kill it. In the back, you're chilling with you. I want you to get with me. Come slide with me. I don't want a buttercream beamer with an R&B deep slide straight to the pay like a visa, little to the little thick thing, keep it. Feel like she shines you with Adidas. Ever since a young, I've been a leader, on the pledge of allegiance. Kid to the public, but to me, I'm like, one day, don't see it. Just to the zip out, watching never hip hop. Meanwhile, a few channels down the block, they getting robbed by the cops. I can't believe what's in my eyes. So nowadays, I like good, I'm into the skies and manifest anything I need. Any on a power trip. When the whole team, the power strip. No, not to the trying to politic. Got my guys already, got my queen already, how I sound already, how my songs already, got them asking how they ain't on already. I'm good. Take it, my vice is money in my safe. Cash going up as I elevate. I was down bad, now I'm. How about your feelings, how about the feelings? Come high off the ceiling, come. I want you to get with me. Slide, come slide. I got a feeling, get it cracking like a kill. In the back, you're chilling. I want you to get come slide.
Nolan Brooks comes into this one. Now it's the shortstop, Nolan Brooks. doing a good job of driving in some runs of late, more than an RBI per game over the last 10.
Outside.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 1-1. Still just one out here in the inning.
That's ball 2.
Wallops this one out towards right center. Should be extra bases here. He turns and heads for second. And into second with one away. That's a double. That was a clear advantage count. No surprise we saw something hittable. And one thing to notice here, he didn't fly open and overswing. Instead, he stayed back long enough to drive that one the opposite way. That's what... Oh, now this ball gets down. Now a long throw home. In there, runner scores. And they lead by 3. 2 away and a runner at first. And the batter will be the shortstop, Nolan Brooks. Cracked a double the first time at bat. Swings and jolts one to left. One hops off the wall, might be trouble here. Runner around third. Relay throw. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Now at the dish, Rob Brantley. On the ground. Handles. There with plenty of time. Inning over. So they strand. 2 outs, bases empty. Brooks goes 6 feet 3 inches, just 21 years old, and he's knocked in double-digit runs in his last 10 games.
Ball 1.
Rips that to right. Makes the grab. 1 out and 2 on. Stepping to the plate now for Pensacola, Jay Bashirs. Ground ball, could be 2. Flips it. There's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Next up for the Shuckers, Nolan Brooks.
Inside, ball 1.
Runner at first, 1 away. This one's hammered to left center. Well struck. And that one hops the wall. Headed for the plate. Comes across to score. He reaches the 50-hit mark. A nice milestone for him, and a nice reminder to his team and to scouts that he's a formidable offensive contributor. Here's the 0-2 pitch. He swings and drives this one to deep left. Back there. Snags it on the warning track. Runner tags at second. Stuck in a rundown trying for home now. The tag gets the out. It's a double play to end the inning. Brooks was just terrific for them in the win. A 3-hit performance, including 2 that went for extra bases. Obviously, he was a big piece of their success in this. Nolan Brooks, recently acquired in a... Brooks, now at the plate. 3 hits last night, a big factor in getting that win. This one in the air to right, and that's that. Runner at first with 1 gone. Next up for the Blue Wahoos, number 3. And the pitch. Grounder, might be 2. There's 1.
That's an out.
Throw to first, but not in time. Brooks getting ready to hit. Such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Keeps the heart rate low, maintains focus, and doesn't shift approach in run-scoring opportunities. What an asset in the lineup.
Nope.
With first base open, he doesn't have to really attack this hitter the way he would if the bases were loaded. Second and third, 2 out. And that's ripped for a base hit. 1 runs in. Another comes in to score. It's 2-0. Stepping to the plate for Biloxi, Wes Clark. Move to first, and back in there. Runner on the go. Ball outside. Throw to second. Out. That ends the inning. Runner at first. Next up, Troy Johnston. To short. Could be 2. Good feed. That's 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. So digging in, Nolan Brooks. A chance to do some more damage here after driving in a pair the last time up. Line drive for a base hit. 1 run is in. Now the second run scores. It's a 5-0 ball game. 2 outs and a runner at first. And now the first baseman, Wes Clark. Pickoff throw. Dives back in safely. Now the payoff pitch. And ball 4. 2 aboard. And I'm a bit surprised he went to the off speed there. If it's a fastball, less of a chance of walking it. Payoff pitch. That's a base hit. Coming to the plate. Comes across to score. And now the right fielder, Mark Coley. Now the 1-2 pitch. Grounder up the middle. Tosses to first. And now 2 away. Nice late breaking slider there. Hitter was out in front, and that's a recipe for a weak grounder like you just saw. 1 gone and a runner on at first. Coming up to the dish for Biloxi, Nolan Simon. Quick feed to second for 1. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. The designated hitter digs in now. 1-2, here's the pitch. To second, there's 1 and 2. What a play. Always love a double play, especially when it's as smooth as the one they just turned. This game shows just why he's a key contributor for them. Nolan Brooks getting locked in. So here's the cleanup hitter, Nolan Brooks. Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately, averaging more than 2 RBI per game in the last 10. Next pitch popped foul, this one off to the right, and it'll get out of play. Fly ball down the line, Coley glides to the left. Brings it in for the out. 1 gone. Runner at first. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Nolan Brooks.
Here we go. Clutch up for us now.
Swing and a liner into right field. Pulls it down. And now the shortstop, Nolan Brooks. Labeled on a line to center. That ends the inning. 2 outs and runners at first and second. Dalvi Rosario will hit next. Grounds it to short. Brooks. Tosses to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. If you want your basement to be ready for a flood, a carnival, and everything in between, call Montresor Basement Design, proud sponsors of this broadcast.
Counts 1-0.
Ortiz Mayer, 27 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Slow roller to third, Hostetler. Over to first. Leadoff batter out here in the 8th. This is a game to flush, no doubt.
When I first met you, baby, everything I knew wasn't any brighter than a shade of blue. Your blue eyes and brown hair, how could I resist the color of your stare? It doesn't compare. Times were better when I was still there. I was better when I was still there. Now we're swimming oceans of emotion, 7 days at a time. Oh, the water's blue, and so are you. I won't be running out anytime soon. I go up and I come down, when I remember the day I was still around. Yeah, the water was just right, like your lips so warm. But now my heart is torn between the rose and the thorn. Yeah, times were better when I was still there. I was better when I was still there. Now we're swimming the ocean of emotion, 7 days at a time.
Let's go.
Been around the world, my noodle.
Hello and welcome. So 2 down. Coming up to the dish for Nashville, Nolan Brooks. And he grounds this back up the middle. Inning over. Offense held in check here. We head to the